everyone, welcome to Mama from Scratch. My name is Emily and today I'm going to be sharing with you 2 trash to treasure thrift store makeovers with you. I am so excited with the way these 2 things came together. They were quite ugly when I got them, but now they fit the style of my home and I only spent a few dollars. So I hope that this will inspire and motivate you to go out to your local yard sale or a thrift store and find a unique piece, give it a makeover, and decorate your home on a budget. If you were excited for this video and want to see more of them, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and let's go ahead and get started.
So this first treasure I found was this scalloped wall shelf with these hangers on it, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I have to have this. It was just so beautiful. And I like the fact that it was only $6.50, and I knew that I could instantly just give this a facelift. So I started by removing the tags and all the hardware on it. Anytime you're going to be redoing something, make sure you remove everything that you can from it. When I was removing the hooks, I noticed that this was not real wood. It was more of an MDF material, so I did not want to use my regular sander on it. So I just got my sanding block and I'm just going to sand this down by hand. Now that I'm done completely sanding it down, I'm going to take a damp cloth and just wipe off all of the sanding dust and all that grime that was on there. Then I'm going to go in with my Waverly chalk paint. I got this at Walmart. This stuff lasts for a very long time and it's pretty thick, so you don't need very much. You can water this down too for an even smoother finish. But I'm just going to take my paintbrush and start painting the entire piece. So once I got the first layer of paint on, I went ahead and let that dry, and then I applied a second coat because it definitely needed it, because you could still see a little bit of that red underneath, but I really love already how well this looks so far. Once that was completely dry, then I took it inside and I could just leave it just like this, but I definitely wanted to antique it a little bit, and so I also wanted to add some lettering. So I'm just using these letters actually from the Dollar Tree, and they're stick-on, and I thought it'd be kind of cute to spell out the word keys on here, but you could put whatever you wanted on yours. You could also paint them. Normally I paint a lot of my projects, but I just was not feeling to paint letters today, and I couldn't find part of my stuff, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use these. They're nice and crisp letters, so I just kind of evenly spaced them apart. I'm going to take a little bit of some Mod Podge and then cover up those letters. That way they are completely glued on. Now I'm going in with my Waverly paint in the color ink, which is basically just black, and I'm just taking a small paintbrush here and I'm going around highlighting all of the edges, and I love the scallop edge on this piece. It's definitely what drew me to it. I am a sucker for them, I will say that. And basically just going to add all the black where I want it to look like it's been chipped and old, or basically kind of like an enameled look. It's completely your preference. Now normally I would just sand off the pieces, but since this had the red undertone, I did not want red to come out, so that is why I'm adding all the black to the places I wanted to highlight. Now the final step to this piece is to add the hardware back on. It was this kind of gold color, so I just sprayed it with a black satin finish, including the screws to give it a nice new look. And I am just so happy with the way this piece turned out. It has that old charm to it, but yet it has that new modern farmhouse look because of how crisp the letters are. I love this piece. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. So hopefully you'll be able to find something like this out at your local thrift store and be able to give it a whole new look. The next project is this old tray I found. This was only $1. It has this like alligator look to the finish of it. It is definitely not real wood. I found that out when I started sanding it. It has like this yellow undertone to it. It's not MDF either. I don't know what it is because it's super lightweight, but I'm gonna actually remove the handle, I don't know what you want to call this, twine stuff that's on here. I'm just going to remove that on both sides, and you can see how yellow this is. I don't know what it is. It's not plastic, it's not resin, whatever. I don't know what it is, so it's going to get a whole new look. I'm going to just sand down the entire thing. So now that I'm done sanding, I'm just again going to wipe it down with a damp cloth, making sure I get all the dust off of it. And now I'm going back in with my Waverly chalk paint and getting this a good coating. With this piece, because it kind of has that alligator finish, it has a lot of little grooves in it, so I will definitely be doing 2 coats on this. You don't have to on certain pieces, or you also don't have to sand if you're going to be using chalk paint. It's just something I like to do on a lot of thrifted pieces because I don't know where it's been before, and so if I can get off a lot of the grime, I'd rather do that just so that the finish stays on there really well. So I will give this baby 2 coats and let it dry, and then we're going to take it inside and finish it up. Now I was tempted just to leave it completely white, but then I found this ribbon at the Dollar Tree and it is so pretty. It's one of their new styles I guess they're carrying. They have 3 different versions of this with the white and the burlap mixed together. So if you can find it, definitely pick it up. It only comes in 2 yards though, not 3 like it used to, but whatever the case, I think it's really pretty and I thought this would make the perfect accent piece for the handles. So I'm just using my glue gun and gluing this on and wrapping it around. Now you could do this really tightly or you could space it out a little bit. I decided to space it out a little because I wanted that white just to show through just a little bit here. And I just think it is just the perfect little accent piece to this tray. Once I got both handles done, then I thought about putting the ribbon on the edge of the tray like this because it fit really nicely, but then I was like, no, I don't want to do too much. You could also add it to the outside too. So in the end, I decided just to leave it on the handles as a nice accent piece, and I styled it up and put it on my coffee table, and I love the way it looks. It is my new favorite spot in the house. I hope you all enjoyed these Trash to Treasure thrift store makeovers. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you are new. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.